Y'all, welcome back to Melanin and Me podcast. Okay, so I just had to hop up here really quick. I got to get into this reunion of Married to Medicine, the first part that aired on Sunday night. Oh, y'all, it was just a mess to me. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but this reunion was a mess, and it actually makes me feel like I don't even want to support this show anymore. I just don't. I'm just going to get to the main points of what I witnessed watching this reunion and what I think is unfair on multiple levels. Okay. So starting off with Dr. Jackie, they literally, and as in they, I mean the rest of the cast, as well as Andy and obviously Bravo production, they let Jackie escape that situation with her, minimizing the pain that Black pregnant women go through, and her basically, all the controversy about her comments that had, been aired out a few months ago. They let Jackie just escape without even taking any accountability for her comments that she had, said. It was so much outlash. Jackie was trending on Twitter for weeks. She was ridiculed by her former patients that had made several complaints after the video surfaced. All sorts of things, had come to the surface about Jackie's medical care. Not saying that her, quality of care was bad, but just her bedside manner and how she was treating her patients based on their economic levels. And, all that shit came out. All that came out. It was all over the internet. And what I don't understand is how Bravo can let Jackie slide. And, they didn't show any recaps of any social media outlash, nothing. They just acted as if what Jackie said wasn't even serious. And, immediately Jackie just went to playing victim. She started to pretend to cry and, just started pointing out all of the things that the women on the show had done just to, make her feel better about the nasty comments she has said about Black women. My thing is, this is a serious topic, and it's coming off as Andy is completely tone deaf. And I also, this has already been an inkling of mine just watching these reunions and watching how Andy deals with certain shows. He just seems to minimize the issues that are coming from the Black casted shows as opposed to the white casted shows. Okay. And it's just not sitting well with me. I just feel like Andy's completely tone deaf. He definitely allowed Jackie to just totally skate over this situation and, even had the nerve to say, "Oh, Dr. Jackie, if I had a vagina, I would want you to be my doctor." And it's just like, you're missing the point. Everyone's missing the point here. The issue is that, Black women already face an extremely high mortality rate when it comes to delivering babies. Okay. And this is known because Dr. Jackie went on live with the vice president and talked about these issues. And my thing is, if you know this is something that Black women face, and then for you to make a comment saying that, oh, Black women under your care are always trying to get off of work, and they're crying wolf, complaining that they're dealing with certain issues, just so they can be lazy and get off work. I'm not sure the verbiage that she used, but whatever it was indicating that she didn't believe her Black patients when they said they were dealing with complications throughout their pregnancy that required them to stay home from work. Okay. Regardless of whatever you experience with any of your patients, these women are carrying children. They're bearing children. And if they need to be off work, they need to be off work. This is a short period of time. You're talking about 9 to 10 months, maybe a year max. And if you can't give a Black woman grace to be off of work because she's carrying a child, and you yourself, you're a Black woman, it's a problem. It's a problem. And then, that just highlights why Black women are dying under the care of certain physicians in this country, because their complaints are going unnoticed. Their complaints are going as not being real. You're saying a black woman is crying wolf. Please, Jackie. I just feel like you totally got off on that. And I'm so glad to see that social media has not let you guys off easy, because I see social media is all over Jackie's comments saying that they're just disgusted by her lack of accountability again. And, this was her opportunity at the reunion to really, really show how sincerely sorry she was about those comments, but she made it all about her. And then on top of that, you have the nerve to blame Quad. I'm not saying Quad's no innocent person, but to blame Quad for the outlash and Dr. Heavenly tagging along and say, yeah, we really thought you did that, Quad. Are you serious? Are y'all freaking kidding me? Like, am I in the Twilight Zone? How the heck was Quad responsible for a resurfaced clip on your show, Dr. Heavenly? This is your platform. You could have deleted the video. You didn't. So it's just like, how are you blaming Quad for your platform? And Dr. Jackie, how are you blaming Quad possibly for words that came out of your mouth? Take accountability for what you said and stand on it. Either stand on it or sincerely apologize, because all of this victimizing yourself, talking about oh my God, Heavenly, she was with me every single day, and Simone sent me flowers, and Toya reached out and sent gifts and her condolence. Like, y'all are doing too much. Y'all are doing too much, and you're coddling Dr. Jackie and not allowing her to take responsibility for what she said. And this isn't the first time she's been insensitive, because we all remember a few seasons back where she exposed, one of her former castmates. I believe it was I think it was Buffy. She exposed her for being infertile. And it's just like, Dr. Jackie, you yourself had fertility issues. You yourself wasn't able to bear children. So it's just like, how dare you be so insensitive? And a part of me feels like you have this backlash towards women who can bear children because you can't. And it's really disturbing. It's really disturbing. And the fact that everyone on this cast just glazed over what you said and made it seem like, oh, Dr. Jackie, you're so educated. You've done so much for the Black community. Those comments mean nothing. We're here to support you. How about y'all are there to make her be accountable? Because you want to hold Quad accountable for everything. You guys want to make sure everyone else is accountable. You want to bring up shit somebody said or did 3-4 years ago, but you want to skate over what Dr. Jackie did. Y'all, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. Okay? And maybe I am highly sensitive to this topic because I am currently a Black woman who is pregnant. And I gotta say, my white physician had no issue giving me whatever I needed, as in support and time off work and signing off on things and medicine. She took every one of my complaints serious. Anytime I reached out to her about anything, she scheduled me an appointment immediately to come in, and she's had my back this entire experience. So it's sad to know that even our own people will turn their back against us quicker than some white physicians out there. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. And I'm gonna get off of this topic because I could literally rant about it all day, but I just truly hope that Bravo or somebody gets Jackie in check, because I honestly don't want to see her on my TV screen no more. I just don't. To me, she's very cold. She's calculating. She's narcissistic. She's not sincere. She hides what's really going on. Like, all this shit with her and Curtis, and Curtis is always in the DR and he's making money. Girl, ain't that much money in the DR. I'm sorry. I don't care what he's doing. He don't need to be in the DR every day, every important event. He's always in the DR. You need to check that man, because he probably got a whole nother family in the DR. And the way you broke down on that phone when y'all were talking about the trip to Hilton Head lets me know that there's a lot of unresolved issues in your relationship. Period. And you're just not sharing them. And I don't really care to see you just because you have a bunch of celebrity, patients. Like, who cares? I don't care anymore. So anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the whole Dr. Jackie situation. The other parts of the reunion I just want to touch up on very quickly is, they're dragging out this Quad situation. Dr. Simone, you're just like right under Dr. Jackie with being trash this reunion. Like, I'm over you. For one, your voice is beyond annoying. Like, I can't with the high pitch yelling at the top of your lungs over what? Over what? Because Quad did not call you, because she hasn't reached out to you. And I'm sorry, you're like 60 years old and you're mad that somebody hasn't reached out to you. Like, grow up. Grow up. This isn't high school. This isn't middle school. This isn't college. Like, y'all are ridiculous. You are a freaking full-time physician and you're worried about somebody reaching out to you. It has to be deeper. It has to be something else deeper going on in your life for you to explode on Quad like she's your freaking husband or something, because I just don't even understand that. Like, you were living in separate houses with your husband, barely seeing the man, but you're going to get mad at Quad because she don't reach out to you. Like, it's not adding up. The hate they have for Quad is very strange to me, because y'all don't seem to bring up nobody else's past like how y'all bring up Quad's. And it's something about Quad that just irritates y'all's soul. And Dr. Simone, for you to get out of your character like that, yelling and screaming at the top of your lungs, looking crazy, and, mentioning Quad's tragic situation that happened at her house with her niece, when Quad told you several times, like, no, don't mention it, and your ass still gonna mention it to prove a point, that really shows your character. It really does. And as much as y'all wanted Quad to be the villain, sorry, y'all are turning out to look like the villain on this one. Okay? And it's just, honestly, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted by the whole cast. Phaedra, girl, you can't be this desperate for this show. Like, you've been on Housewives. I know you're trying to get back on Bravo, but it's just like, for you to say Quad was the Titanic and you had to detach yourself because she was sinking. Okay, but what did Quad do to you personally? Nothing. She ain't do nothing to you personally. You just following trends. You're following the crowd, following the clique. And I'm telling you, as easily as they turned on Quad, they're going to turn on you just as easily. So just watch who you're caping for, because you could be the next victim of that group mentality. All of this stuff is so juvenile to me, y'all. I just can't believe these women are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, damn near 70s acting like this. It's really ridiculous. I'm so tired of the played out Quad storyline. If the girl's not your friend, she's not your friend. She's still a cast member. Don't act dumb when she shows up to events. Don't act dumb when production tells her, oh, they're having the Met Gala at this time. Of course she's going to show up. Of course she's going to get a check. Like, none of y'all really would be as tight as y'all are if y'all weren't on this show. So y'all being casted together, it's like a co-worker situation. So stop acting like she's the villain just because she treats y'all like a damn coworker. She felt like y'all wasn't there when her man was beating her up or whatever, situation she had domestically with Dr. Greg. And so she distanced herself from y'all. Like, it's literally ridiculous. I just can't understand why they are holding on to this so much. And the whole reunion was basically centered around Quad. And my thing is, if it's centered around Quad, why was Quad at the end of the couch? Like, make it make sense. Like, y'all are punishing this girl for no reason. It's just getting out of hand to me. And at the end of the day, where is the same accountability for Dr. Jackie? Where's the same accountability for Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly? Because Heavenly says and does whatever she said she wants to. And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't do the right thing. Well, no shit. Quad doesn't do the right thing also. Everyone on that couch is human. So why is it y'all are giving passes to some people but not all people? It's sickening, y'all. So I don't even know what they're going to talk about for the next 2 episodes. I just feel like this is really getting dragged out, this reunion. The season wasn't even all that. It wasn't enough to have no 3-part reunion, but of course they're going to drag this out. And I just hate that one of the biggest controversial issues of the show, of the entire series, went viral and they spent less than 2 minutes on it. Like, it's ridiculous. I just can't. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole Married to Medicine reunion in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone's comments towards Quad, and how Quad, was represented in this reunion altogether. Will you be watching the remainder? How do you feel about who should be recasted for next season? Because I honestly feel like some cast changes needs to happen. It just does. It just does. So let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.